Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing a beer called DD's Cherry Hibiscus Sour, and it's from Cahaba Brewing Company in Birmingham, Alabama.
Which is where we are right now.
And this is a beer you have here, and it's got this like shrink wrap plastic label you see a lot with the craft brewing companies. They just buy these cans, you know, they're blank, and they just like, or they'll put the stick on.
I guess that's more cost efficient.
I guess, because like if you get mass-produced beers, usually it's like
On the can.
painted on, you know. I mean, I don't care. I'm more worried about what's inside. I just remark on it. It's a Berliner weisse. Okay. It says jump in the river. Okay, and product of the USA, obviously, if it's made in Birmingham, Alabama. And I was trying to find the ABV on it. A sour ale. So usually they're around 4.3. Well, it doesn't say it on the can. It does say it was canned about a month ago. All right, you've had this before. I'll check the note. I'll put the notes below and after I research it. I had another hibiscus beer recently that had that. Oh, you know what? I'll take that back. It was elderflower.
Ooh, an elderflower beer?
Elderberry and cranberry. And it was
So elderberry, not elderflower.
yeah,
That's different.
and I'm sorry, and another thing, it was a canned vodka.
Now I do have an elderflower liqueur you can taste if you
Yeah.
like.
Oh.
From Belgium.
Oh, okay. It was I know what you're talking about, but anyway, that other one was I remember it was a vodka cocktail, canned vodka cocktail.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we usually do the premix.
yes, from
cocktails like
from Oregon, Rogue Spirits, vodka, cranberry, and elderberry.
Like elevated vodka cranberry.
Yeah. Okay, so it's very bubbly.
You
Yours
definitely
is
have
not.
bigger head there.
But it's fizzing away, and it's not going to leave you lacing. It's like
Boys.
a spongy head. It's cloudy. And
Yes.
what's that color?
Pink.
Pinkish.
A kind of cranberry color almost.
Yeah, pink
like
head and a reddish pink.
reddish pink. Very pretty.
Light red or dark pink. I don't know. It's the same thing. Okay. Nose.
I mean, definitely smells like a sour.
A lot of sours to me don't taste sour. They taste tart. And to me, tart is not the same as sour. But the Berliner Weisses, they typically use milk, sugar, like and it
The
gives
lactose.
yeah, they
the
give like a
lactase.
sour milk taste. But it does taste sour. All right, cheers. See, it's got some of the sour and tart, like you get with citrus.
Yeah.
So this is like a mix, it's like a citrus cream or
Yeah.
a cherry.
I feel like I get the
Cherry cream.
I feel like I get the cherry more than the hibiscus. Personally, seems
I don't
a
know
little
what hibiscus is supposed to taste like.
just floral, kind of floral taste.
Yeah, it's not too much spicy or floral in it. Get the tart cherries. That makes sense. Tart cherry, and you get the sour milk,
Yes,
and it's a thin body, so it's light in the body.
it's a good summer beer. That's why I got
Yeah,
it.
it's a light body, and the mouthfeel is watery, and
And I do get that corn chip kind of aftertaste.
yeah, and a dry finish. I wonder if they're using any corn in it or if it's just all barley. The bitterness level is 0. I mean, this beer has no bitterness. The bitterness units are probably a 5 out of 100, because it ranges from 0 to 100. And 5, you wouldn't pick that up anyway.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Sweetness scale, I would say relatively low.
Yeah, it's not too sweet,
2
which
out of 5.
which I also like, because with these like fruit, beers with like a fruit flavor, I don't want it to be too sweet. Like I don't want like a super sweet
No.
beer. Like I like the taste of the
Sometimes
fruit.
they're good, but they can be a little too much to take.
Yes.
When I do the scales, I'll do bitterness units out of 5, hop cones, and I do out of 5 sugar cubes, and that's a scale they use in England. So that's why I said 2 out of 5 sugar cubes.
Yeah.
It's not too sugary.
Yeah.
0 out of 5 hop cones.
Yeah.
It's mild, it's mellow, and it reminds me of a beer I recently had. Actually, it's that vodka thing I was telling you about.
Oh,
I've
not a beer.
I know, but I've had 2 of them already, and they were like this. Like the flavor was like dialed way back.
Yeah.
You know, it was like they intentionally made it bland for a reason, I guess, because some of these canned things are so jacked up with sweetness, it's almost like a Kool-Aid, which I could live without that.
Yeah.
So how would you...
It's interesting that we've gone from the popularity of the seltzers, which are still popular, but now these canned cocktails are coming up, which is like the opposite. Super boozy and sweet.
In 2018, everybody was running behind seltzers, and it's still big, but it's fading.
Topo Chico came out with a seltzer recently. Have you had it?
No, but I've seen them around.
I liked it a lot. I found it to have a stronger fruit taste, but still without being sweet than some of the other seltzers, which are just kind of like vaguely flavored water, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those are...
Trim Tab also has a really good seltzer. It's called Wreck Water. It's the best. It's my favorite ones that
I think those seltzer beers try to mimic like LaCroix water,
mm-hmm.
you know, and but have alcohol in it. And then the canned cocktails, which has been around a long time, but they weren't really popular. Now everybody's making them. Vodka cocktails, rum, canned cocktails. I haven't seen gin, but they're probably around.
I've seen Jim Beam.
They got the whiskey cocktail, canned cocktails.
I guess gin isn't as popular of a spirit, so that kind of makes sense. But I could see a can like gin and tonic.
It's really big in England.
Yes.
Gin, they got the Crown Royal. I haven't had those yet. The Jim Beam. I had the Jack Daniels, which are very sugary. How do you score this?
I would give it an A. It has a lot of things that I like in a sour beer, but I would like to taste the hibiscus more than I do.
So like around a 93?
Yeah. Losing some points there.
Okay, I'm gonna go with about a 91, A minus, but still excellent. I like it, and I'm not a big Berliner Weisse person, so I got to take that into account. Anytime I drink these, it's not my go-to, but it's a very well-made product, and I would recommend that you try other beers from Cahaba Brewing,
mm-hmm.
and so DD's Cherry Hibiscus Sour. So ladies et bon temps relais. A very nice product. Any last comments?
No.
And we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Cahaba Brewing in Birmingham, Alabama.